I think you guys still get your message across beyond the sidewalk, but that's what McNamara, their wishes are for this. Hey, can you either tape it or chalk it?
We've got chalk. I'll show you where the chalk line is.
We'll take you down there right now and show you the line is.
Or I think we should like out
the city sidewalk is basically where you see the brick end to the sidewalk. That they got a chalk line there.
Yep. As long as all that's passable, you have it on there.
And then he's got it chalked out there also.
at the point where the...
If you want to walk down and we'll find that. I'm not exactly sure what the actual line is.
That far out.
He was actually convicted, but then it was basically, almost pardoned. That was Larry Franklin. Then the two from AIPAC were, do you remember the two names in AIPAC that were charged for all those years? But they got off. They got their charges dismissed finally. Partly because they were going to reveal a lot of things secret that they were, that was part of the thing that they were threatening to reveal. And plus there was a counter lawsuit by these two AIPAC officials.
Don't listen to AIPAC! We want our country back!
Rules about the demonstration have to do that, but you do have to follow the laws. They can't be.
Actually, I just got back from
Yeah, let's see if this is workable anymore or not.
They are supposed to run across the vehicle when they plan for dispersal.
Folks, this is the way I like to look at this. There's too many down here right now. It's kind of interfering with the everyday ability of the building to do its business. So everybody's gonna have to go out and go up onto the sidewalk.
I mean, come on, Greg,
No.
that's nonsense. You're probably having him say that. You know it's not true. This is not good. I didn't know it actually. There's a place to make your speech. Go there and give your money for part-time ethnic cleansing. Go for it.
There's other ways that this could be
Obstruct the stairwell.
You can cross up the stairs. There's
I'm sure there's an official occupancy of the stairwell.
I was kidding.
Documentation.
Come on, I was kidding. Just chill.
Do you want to be arrested today?
Do I want to be arrested today? I never really put any thought into that. I don't want to.
No smiling if you're asleep.
I can see that.
Keep it like this. You gotta use the elevator. You're not gonna let kids decide to use the elevator either.
They actually.
What a great democracy, right?
Bring word down.
Where's Palestinians?
It's right into the country. It's in Israel. Why is that? Is that a democracy? That's suppression of journalism. How is that a democracy? That's called a repressive regime right there. Yeah. They won't let anyone in.
Uranium bomb. The natural radiation. Turning sunlight into a weapon of war.
From Women Against Military Madness, Margaret Savageaway. She helped organize this protest. Give it up, Margaret.
We are here to tell our politicians that AIPAC does not speak for us. You were not elected to pass AIPAC written resolutions and bills. You were not elected to enable Israel to continue its illegal occupation of Palestinian land. You were not elected to defer to AIPAC, a non-registered agent of the State of Israel.
We're not going to go away. We won't go away.
It's time to listen to people who want peace in the Middle East, who want to spend our tax money on housing, health care, schools, jobs, not endless wars. Although AIPAC does not even represent the majority of American Jews, its massive network of allied war-supporting groups and supporters raise money and apply political muscle with two main goals: to perpetuate Israel's illegal occupation and apartheid practices in the West Bank of Gaza, to protect Israel's confiscated Palestinian lands and frustrate their right to return by promoting U.S. dominance in the Middle East. AIPAC's allies include the most right-wing and pro-war groups in the country, who give millions of dollars to Israel and join AIPAC in its lobbying efforts. Do you want Pastor John Hagee to dictate U.S. foreign policy? No. John Hagee regularly speaks at AIPAC events and is allied with AIPAC. Tonight at this AIPAC annual event, Pastor D.D. Coleman of the right-wing Christians for Israel will be speaking, and our politicians will be listening. We want them to listen to us.
We are working to get the state of Minnesota to divest from Israel bonds. We have 2 of them purchased. In total, they're worth $18 million. And that's right. Thank you, Sarah. So this takes a lot of education of our communities on Israel and Palestine and the apartheid and the genocide that's occurring there. So education and advocacy is a part of our campaign, as well as a legislative strategy to eventually get legislation passed so that Minnesota can no longer invest in Israel until it complies with international law and human rights principles.
Hello, I'm Soren Sorensen. I'm a member of the Gaza Freedom March Participants Committee here in Minnesota. And I've helped invite a few people here tonight with flyers like this that urge people to examine what happened in the Senate on Friday when Senator Cornyn passed a resolution. It was passed through a voice vote. It was a kind of cowardly mechanism. There was only one person who spoke in opposition, Senator Jeff Bingaman, a Democrat from New Mexico. And it's worth Googling his statements on why the resolution was inappropriate. There have not been hearings yet in the Senate on the assault on the Free Gaza Flotilla. He mentioned an appropriate statistic that the food aid that is admitted by Israel to this day is insufficient for proper nutrition, for the sustenance of life of the population of Gaza. 1 million of the people living in Gaza are card-carrying refugees. There's measurable stunting in children, and diagnostically there's malnutrition. And the statistic that Jeff Bingaman mentions is that on average 400 trucks of food aid are required per day to sustain life in Gaza, and Israel on average admits 171 trucks per week. And you can look for Jeff Bingaman's statement on this, and I would encourage everyone to look at the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs website on Gaza. It's OCHA, O-P-T, OCHAOPT.org. And also reliefweb.int is an authoritative UN website on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.